sometime, somehow, we will be punished. Punished?
What exactly are you? There are multiple answers to this because there are many layers. We will start with a purely subjective reality, a purely 3D reality, one where you don't have access to the other entities. In the case of this reality that you may find yourself in, everyone is an extension of yourself because everyone is the universe. You are one with the universe. You are an extension of the universe that it created to have a physical experience, to experience everything else that the universe creates. That sounds a bit wacky because it sort of is if you aren't initiated into that thought process. But taking into account any like creation event like the Big Bang, any religious creation, you are literally a part of the creator. You are made out of universal space dust. You are made out of the things that make this universe. So you are the universe. You have the universe within you because it is also surrounding you. You are made out of it, and so since it is all around you and within you, you are the universe. So, if you are the universe, you have got to figure your story out, and you have got to figure out where you want your place to be in this universe. Because whatever thoughts you have about what you should be in this universe is what you are. That is what the universe wants you to be. You just got to accept that fact, accept that role. But it isn't something that you have to do. That's why there's billions of people on this earth, man. So many people were given that chance, but they denied it, and then so the consciousness had to choose a different vessel. Throughout my journey, I know that I've only been truly awakened the past year. So I'll just say, in the past year, when I was struggling to accept myself, there were people left and right that would tell me, like, dude, you don't have to fret about it. Someone else can pick up that frequency. And I was like, wait a minute. Someone else can pick it up. I don't want that to happen. I want to have it. You know what I mean? So I decided to keep my consciousness frequency, and it was the one that I was born with. And thank God that I chose that choice. So what happens after you find your initial consciousness frequency and find yourself is you get shot up a layer of reality. You are now part of a shared conglomeration or a shared reality where other entities have say in their input, because when you were stuck in that little self-centered reality where you were everything and everything was you, basically you had the luxury of beliefs. Your beliefs kept you tethered to whatever reality you were in. But if you manage to find yourself and it teaches you that everything is real, you no longer have the luxury of beliefs. Everything is real, and sadly, you choosing to deny the fact that things are real doesn't really matter anymore. You have ascended past the fourth dimension of concepts, and as such, all concepts will be real to you whether or not you like that fact. You're the one that chose to go this far, and so this is the consequences of those actions. Just move forward. Don't pay too much attention to those dark entities because that's what they want from you. Angels and demons, light and dark, they are the same kind of entity up above. The trick is that they thrive off of different energies. Light and angel beings, they thrive off of positive energy, while demons and negative entities thrive off of dark energy, or negative energy for dark entities, I should have said. So the darkness, they want you to perceive it so that you keep perpetuating that negativity and have it exist, because it's feeding off of the negative energy that you're releasing, thus granting it power to exist within your reality. You perpetuate the negativity, and so since you want an enemy so badly, the universe within you is going to give you one through the universe outside of you. It sucks, but it's all a trick. You can just ignore the darkness and let it have its fun. But don't give it any power. Don't grant it any emotional energy. That is the trick. You just gotta let it be, and it'll be dealt with. You just gotta have faith that it'll be dealt with, because if everything is part of the universe, including yourself, that means that everything else has to work out in your favor, so long as you choose to perceive a reality where what you need to happen happens. I know it takes a lot of faith, but if you can push through, that first breakthrough will be all the evidence you need, and then your faith will just skyrocket. Everything after that will just be darkness trying to cut down your faith. But in all honesty, you know how far your faith can get you because you've seen what your faith can do. So, yeah, it starts off with you being in your own little happy world, but then eventually you end up getting to a place where you're in a shared reality. Once you're in the shared reality, you can interact with people and they're in their own worlds. I know that it looks like they're in our shared reality, but you can tell that they're not in our shared reality because they have a different perspective of everything. It sucks. It's sad, but it's their choice. It's not their fault because they were tricked into perceiving that choice. So, yeah, if you've ever had anybody in your life come up to you, like either on the internet or in person, and they try giving you advice or try pushing you in the right direction, they might not have even been in your reality for that long. They may have just volunteered to go down real quick just to give you the lesson that you needed, but in all honesty, we're doing that all the time. You just gotta have the eyes to see it. So this reality itself is multiple dimensions in one, and you, the human, just have to choose to perceive the dimension that you want to perceive. I know that everything looks like it's just 3D, but it's really not. It's everything. The best that I could think of it is, this is actually 4D. Like, you guys want to believe that time is the fourth dimension, but in all honesty, concepts are the fourth dimension. And all the concepts interact with this reality, which grants me the perspective of this being the fourth dimension. But at the same time, I have a fifth dimensional conglomeration, so for all I know, this is already the fifth dimension. I just perceive it as a fourth. But to be fair on that part, there are those that met me at the beginning of this year, or not this year, but a year ago. They met up with me, and then they let me know that they were going through the same experiences I was going through. The catch was that they wanted to side with their darkness to help it grow and heal and manifest back into the light, while I was trying to tell them, like, you can be as neutral as you want after you choose a side. And I would suggest choosing light because darkness is just fallen light. And if you choose light, it'll give you an easier time when dealing with your darkness, because your darkness used to be light, and of course it wants to go back to that light. But once you have your light, that darkness, it cannot really affect you as much as it would have if you didn't have access to your light. So, yeah, you can choose to be light or dark. It doesn't really matter. It's your choice. You're the universe. It wants a story for you, and you will give it that story. You just got to figure out who you are and what you want to be, because everything is possible. You just got to believe in the possibilities.